On my 18th birthday, my dad tossed a $50 bill at me and said, "You know that feeling when your entire life changes in a single earth-shattering moment? When you realize everything you believed was a lie, and the person who was supposed to protect you was actually your greatest tormentor?" Well, that moment hit me hard, right on my 18th birthday. And, trust me, what happened next was a betrayal so deep, it made me wonder if I'd ever truly known the man who raised me. My name is Athena Anderson, and I turned 18 not too long ago. The man who raised me, Richard, marked the occasion by throwing a $50 bill at my face. He snarled, "Get out. I'm done paying for another man's mistake." He thought it was the ultimate insult, his big triumphant moment. But he had no idea what was coming. I picked up that crumpled bill, a strange calm settling over me, and just smiled. Then I handed him a sealed envelope I'd kept hidden for years. "I know," I told him, my voice steady, "and my real father is waiting outside." Richard looked out the window, and I watched his face drain of all color. He'd waited 18 years for this. 18 years of cold silence, of missed recitals, of whispered insults I wasn't supposed to hear. He truly believed that $50 and a slammed door would be the end of my story. He was so wrong. It was just the beginning. To really understand that day, we have to rewind a decade. I was just 8 years old, playing for Elise at my spring recital at Highlands Ranch Elementary. I'd practiced for months, every note etched into my memory. My mom, Linda, was in the front row, recording me on her phone, wearing her special blue dress. The seat beside her was empty. Richard had a last-minute meeting, she'd told me. But even at 8, I knew. He never had last-minute meetings when my little brother, Tyler, had his soccer games. Richard was always there for Tyler, even when Tyler just picked dandelions on the field. After the recital, Mom hugged me tight. Her eyes were red, but she called me wonderful. "Why doesn't Daddy ever come to my things?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. She just held me closer, unable to answer. That night, I couldn't sleep. Creeping downstairs for a glass of water, I heard voices from the kitchen. Richard and Mom. They didn't know I was listening. "I told you I can't pretend forever," Richard snapped. "Every time I look at her, I see the mistake you made. She's a child, Richard. She's innocent in all of this." Mom pleaded. "She's not my child. She never was. And the day she turns 18, she's out of this house." I didn't understand mistake back then, or why he looked at me differently from Tyler. But one thing was crystal clear, whatever was wrong with me made my mother cry. I went back to bed, water forgotten, and started counting. Not days until I could leave, but days until I could understand why I was never enough. The difference between Tyler and me wasn't just emotional, it was brutally financial. By the time I was 16, I had the receipts to prove it. Junior year, SAT registration was due. $200. I approached Richard in his home office, where he sat surrounded by spreadsheets from Mercer Holloway Properties. "I need money for the SAT," I said, no pleasantries. He preferred efficiency, I'd learned. He didn't even look up. "Get a job. The deadline is in 2 weeks." "I don't have time to. Tyler needs new soccer cleats. The good ones cost $350. I can't be throwing money at everyone." $350 for cleats for a 14-year-old who'd outgrow them in 6 months? But $200 for my college entrance exam was throwing money? It was infuriating. I got a job at a coffee shop called Brood Awakening, 15 hours a week. What happened next? Watch full story attached below.